Hey, do you remember Big Sister? That chick from Rampart's Season 6 trailer? She was set up to be this mysterious big player in Apex's story, but she's been put on hold ever since. Sure, she was name dropped in a few of the quests and mentioned only in passing in one of their Instagram posts, so I have no clue where this story is going. And Season 6 was way back in August of 2020. Yeah. Or how about Crypto's sister? I know Crypto isn't the most picked legend, but his backstory gave me huge main character vibes. The syndicate is on him and he's on the run. Man versus the government to save his sister, take down the man, and clear his name. But apparently his sister is safe now, working with the syndicate and Silva, spying on Crypto and trying to find out who's against him. And why are we even focused on Crypto and not his sister? We should be getting at Stories of the Outlands to see what's going on with her. It sounds like she's the protagonist. Cause how is Crypto playing second fiddle to his own Mightyray story? Yeah, the devs don't like you, bro. Okay, y'all remember Lisa Stone? That one Outlands reporter that interviewed Forge way back when? In Season 4? I'm guessing she hasn't been the same since that day, and that's why we haven't seen her back in the main story. It's understandable, she's only a minor character, and she's off doing random side quests, featured in the short interview with Seer in Season 13. We last saw her in May of last year. Okay, this one hurts the most, because out of all the side characters Respawn has introduced, Detective Maldera was one of my favorites. Introduced in Pathfinder's Fight Night trailer, one of my favorite stories of the Outlands, with cold narration, fun gags, and a decent runtime. It just sucks because I would love to see a series with Detective Maldera as the lead, doing some under-the-book police investigations in the crime alleys of Samathi, the city under Olympus. Detective Maldera was last seen in December of 2020. And look, Apex has been out for 4 years, 9 months, and 23 days. And through that time, characters have been introduced and forgotten. But what happens when a legend gets forgotten? I've already talked about Seer and his non-existent pick rate. Because what if I told you there was a legend in the game right now that hasn't received a buff in over 2 years? Well, this legend's Wattson. Now, Watson's far from being the worst pick in Apex, despite what her pick rate might suggest. Wattson is still the elite lockdown defender, because in this year's ALGS Championship Finals, she ranked 6th in pick rate. And among the top 10, she had the highest average placement at 9.4. So playing Wattson guaranteed you at least top 10 at the highest level. But it's never fun looking at the patch notes every new season just to see that our main didn't get any changes. Well, Wattson mains have been going through this for 2 years now. And although Wattson has the current longest streak without a buff, another legend tops that, Bangalore. Before the recent months where she got a few changes, Bangalore stood at 3 years without a change. And she was by no means a bottom tier pick. She just couldn't hold up in the scan dominated meta. But thanks to the fall of Seer and a few minor tweaks with Bloodhound, Bangalore is back. But what good did I do her? Because without any buffs and just emerging into the meta, she now has to get a couple nerfs. So maybe it's not good to be in the spotlight. Because believe it or not, some legends just get more attention than others. Comparing a popular and beloved legend like Horizon to a somewhat boring legend like Bangalore, in their respective histories, Bangalore's only received 6 balanced patches, 8 individual changes, which includes buffs and nerfs but not glitches and balance fixes like when her smokes were thicker don't count. And in that same time, Horizon has received 10 individual ones. And these legends were released 2 years apart. But seriously, Wattson was once crowned the queen of King's Canyon. With her introduction in Season 2, she completely shook up the meta and how we played Apex. Before her introduction, people were just running and gunning, opting to fight their way into the next ring rather than playing zone. You see top compositions with Lifeline, Wraith, and Pathfinder, or Pathfinder, Wraith, and Bang. But once Wattson was introduced, there was more of a focus on positioning and playing to the end zone. She slowed down the game, locking up buildings with her fences and countering nade spam with her ult. I know Caustic was in the game well before her, but Caustic's abilities came back so much quicker and could be used so much more offensively when compared to Wattson's tactical. I know it's possible to have an offensive fence, but it's not as instinctual as it is with Caustic. However, with Fuse becoming a more popular pick in ranked, I hope to see Wattson get that resurgence. Because honestly, she needs the love, and that town takeover ain't cutting it. Because honestly, I couldn't even tell that was her town takeover. Every other town takeover location has some cool gimmick, interactable, and lore bite, but not Wattson. Wattson just gets electricity. You know another legend I feel fell off the map? And I'm not using any statistics here, okay? I'm just using my gut. It's Caustic. This guy used to be a mandatory pick if you wanted to secure wins in the final zone. Just bunker down, unleash your gas, and profit. But Respawn over the years have made it so that way this style of play is less effective, with his gas not stacking up like it used to, and his barrels being able to be destroyed during detonation. And honestly, I'm not too mad at this one. Caustic's abilities are too toxic to the opponent's playstyle, and I'm kinda glad that I don't see him too often, cause the only way to neutralize a Caustic is to have one of your own. He's actually a legend I think might need a tweak to how his abilities work, cause the trend will only go down from here. But that's for another video, because that's all I got for this one. Is there someone I'm forgetting? Possibly. Let me know who in the comments, cause it's never fun for our mains to go seasons without updates, cool skins, or cosmetics. And for those of you wondering why I didn't talk about Mirage, don't worry, he's getting his own separate video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be mighty.